And as you tear at her full speed and you come up close, you realize why. Your ankle hits something. It's not much of a barrier to you because you're as strong as you are, but you feel the telltale snap of almost fishing wire giving out.
Oh.
Mari, in a terrified state, falls back and throws herself over Bubba, and there is a loud explosion.
Oh no!
Immediately, you feel burning as a mechanism goes off on your right. Something gives way, maybe a barrel of gasoline, you can't be sure, and you are showered in fire.
Oh no, I don't like fire.
Yeah, your senses are filled with just the smell of burning and pain and dirt, and it's you feel like you were just kicked in the side of the head. Mari is back there with you, and she smells like gasoline and burning synthetic fabric. It's like a wet plastic smell.
I'm just like, what happened to you?
And she like breathes heavily, and she's like, trap went off, and she looks the worse for wear. And we're back. So Dogfood races around the corner of the gas station. There is this man grappling with an invisible entity. Ulrika, everyone is in the car. What do you do?
I mutter to myself, where the fuck did she think I was going to go next? When Dogfood takes off.
Yeah.
So is it a straight shot to where they are, or are they behind a building to where I would have to like pull up and then see them?
So basically the way I have it in my mind's eye is that the gas station, the corner of the gas station is sort of here. I have to try to mirror everything for y'all.
Yeah.
And there's like, you could see kind of the edge of it where it goes out of sight.
Yeah.
Here is the back of the alley. One end of the alley is the one Charlotte went into behind the gas station. The other end of the alley is kind of where your car is facing. So you're back here with your car angled towards where that person is coming out of this side of the alley. So you have two options. You could loop the car around and come around to the front of the gas station, or you could go back through the alley if you think you can fit and come around the front. Those would probably be your fastest methods to get out of there. You could back up, but that would literally be the slowest way out.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to put the other option is technically you are facing the way your car is angled.
Yeah.
You are facing the individual shooting at you and the alley behind them. That would be going the long way around the block, but you could go through that person or through that alley.
I think I want to hit that dude with the truck. I wanted to hit one of them with the truck.
Yeah.
So that's why I was asking like what position the truck was in.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'll do that to where like I want to end up to where Dogfood was going, but I want to take someone out.
Okay.
Along the way.
Yeah.
Two birds with
So you so you're angled like, let me see, you came in like this, right? So you pull back a little bit. You rev the engine. This person has their gun levied at your head. And you gun it?
I gun it.
I gun it. Okay. So
can I hold on to the like bar at the top? Like
the oh shit bar?
Yeah, like
like my mom still does whenever I'm driving.
That's what I was thinking, like how all your parents do whenever like you do anything like slightly like not kosher when you're driving.
Right.
Anyway, all right,
I'm probably gonna get shot in the head, but it's okay.
That wasn't that bad.
Okay.
So you gun it, and I'm assuming you look pretty happy as you do this. There's probably
I have this maniacal like
this person is, like I said, hooded figure, completely cloaked. There's like a mask drawn up to like where the bridge of their nose is. The car engine revs, your eyes meet, and it's almost like the world slows down but goes faster at the same time. Nell's engine roars, and this is a beast of a truck. And the person has a split second to move, and they choose to stand their ground. And they fire off 2 shots. One of them wings your shoulder. The other one wings your face. You take 2 superficial damage, but you gun it. And you hear the sickening crunch as your pickup decimates this person and tears down the alleyway. Give me a wits and a drive roll.
I got a crit and
Okay.
2 successes out of
Awesome.
4 dice.
Nice.
That's amazing. Okay, so that's 4 successes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
yeah. 8 successes because I got 2 zeros or 2 whatever.
Yeah. Wait, no, 6.
6.
Yes,
Math.
6 successes. I was like, wait a minute.
I succeeded.
Yes. You deftly maneuver this car in between the dumpsters and different things that are positioned in the alleyway. You come out the other end and you do it with speed. You tear out the other end. Your back end swings wide. You manage to control the car again and start tearing down your way, the long way around the block, towards where you last remember Charlotte and Dogfood being.
Mhm.
As you tear back, there's like 1 car on the road, 1 Uber late night. You manage to swing out of the way. They flip you off and lay on the horn, but keep going. And you leave just tire marks all across the road, but you keep control of the car and you don't destroy Nell's precious pickup as you tear through the alleyway.
Thank God.
Charlotte, what do? This crossbow bolt whizzes past your face. The dog is snarling on the other side of this person you're grappling with. They are trying to wrestle you. What do?
I try to get a bite in.
Okay. So give me a strength and you don't have any points in brawl.
You could juice it, I guess.
No,
Oh.
I'm not gonna play that.
Yeah, you could.
mind.
You would only have 1 die for that.
It might be a good time to go bananas.
Or I just try to produce strength. Ooh, hi, Moffat.
Yeah, so I mean you could always do a rouse check and try to get an extra die roll.
Oh no.
But even then that would only put you at a 2.
That's fair. All right.
Are you at 5 hunger yet, or are you still at 4?
I'm at
4.
4.
Yeah, I think if you get 1 more, you frenzy.
Yeah.
What happens when you frenzy?
Well, it usually you have to play out a compulsion.
Okay.
Yeah, in your case, you would suffer a dice penalty because it says on your clan sheet, upon bestial failure or compulsion, suffer a dice penalty to 1 category of dice pool. This stacks with compulsion penalties. So you would lose sort of all logic and sentience for a while. You might go a little batshit. And it would be very difficult for you to use your abilities for a short period of time.
All right. Then I will.
You may also risk losing some humanity, depending on what you do under the influence of a frenzy. At least that's my understanding of frenzy.
Can I try to mesmerize again?
You can, yeah. You could definitely try to do that.
All right.
You'll still have to make that rouse check, though.
We're good.
Take a breath.
You're good. Very nice.
God. Okay. I have a heart attack this episode. Jeez.
There's too many stressful things going on.
I know, right? There's a lot. So that's going to be that's presence. I think it's your manipulation and presence versus, or sorry, no, it's not. Oh, because it's dominate. It's not presence. What am I doing? So yeah, it'll be your manipulation and dominate versus their intelligence and resolve.
1, 2, 3 successes.
I got none. So it works. What
Sweet.
command do you issue to them?
Stand still.
They immediately stop.
All right.
And you're like holding them like this, and your eyes match theirs.
And I go for a bite on his neck, right in
Okay.
the artery.
So you feed. Now, this is where it gets kind of complicated because you can begin feeding, but that'll break your mesmerize. So he might fight back after you have a lock iron grip on his throat. But I think you could handle that. So as he like stands still, you take advantage of his currently compromised position to just bite into his neck. You see this like invisible figure, Dogfood, and then you just start to see crimson like kind of slather against it as you see the dude kind of go slack a little bit and try to fight, but you just see like pools of blood start to come out. Go ahead and slake one hunger. You'll be able to slake another one if you manage to keep him sort of in your arms because he is going to fight back at the top of the round. Dogfood, what do you do?
I am going to look at the dog. I'm going to use, I can't remember the name of it, the animalism command power on the dog.
Okay.
I should look at my character sheet. It's on there. I'm going to use feral whispers, and I'm going to tell the dog, kill your master.
Okay. Do you still want to do that even though Charlotte is feeding?
Actually, you know what? I'm not worried about this dog that much. I'm just going to basically try and jump on this guy and take him down too. Like, I'm going to take both of them down to the ground, and I'm going to start feeding as well because I'm mad.
Okay. So you don't use feral whispers?
No, I'm just gonna go for the strength and brawl.
Yeah. So as it's not hard to do because like I said, he's already kind of like stunned for a second as Charlotte like used her powers on him. So you go in on the other side. She's on the left. You go in on the right and bite. And you slake one hunger as well. The man falls to his knees, falls backwards. And as this happens, the dog bristles and leaps at you. I don't know which one of you two it's going to go for. I'm just going to probably flip a coin because I feel like it would be equal. All right. And then it goes for Charlotte. Charlotte, you feel this like big furry mass thud against you, and you feel it pull at the back of your neck and the back of your arm. Its teeth rake against you, dealing 1 superficial damage as it like growls and gnaws and shakes its head and tries to get you off of its master. Okay. As this is happening, Ulrika, you're tearing down the street and you see at this point 2 figures with a dog hunched over like something on the floor that you can't quite make out. You're coming up with speed, but you're not quite there yet. You'll be there probably at the next round of events.
Okay.
So with the dog snarling on the back of your neck, the man is like, at this point, not fighting anymore. Most of his life force is leaving him rapidly. He's bleeding out pretty quickly. And you can slake 1 more hunger if you wish, as well as you, Dogfood.
Right.
I'm gonna keep going until there's nothing left.
Okay. So you slake another hunger, Charlotte. And Dogfood, you finish this person off and you slake your last hunger, so you go down to hunger 0. And the dog continues to like tear and slash at the back of your neck and tries to grab a hold of your arm and rip and pull. And you take another superficial damage as that happens. And Ulrika, you come upon the grisly scene.
I screech to a halt and I I jump out and I see the dog, and I don't necessarily want to hurt the dog, but I don't want the dog hurting my coterie anymore. So I pick up its hind legs.
Mm-hmm.
I grab its hind legs because that's what you're supposed to do to a dog in real life if it's biting stuff.
Really?
Yeah. It kind of just like, what the fuck makes them do that? So that's what I did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it ceases its like snapping and scratching at Charlotte for a moment as it tries to turn around on you and ascertain what is happening. Your victim is dead.
And I'm like,
good. Fuck that guy.
Dogfood, do something about this fucking dog. Because it's like a tiger by the tail situation now.
Yeah.
So I'm just
It's like trying to like snap back at you and get at you.
So I would Dogfood is gonna she's gonna put her arm, she still has toughness on, she's gonna put her arm into the dog's mouth and stare it down.
Okay.
And just establish dominance over it to get it to submit. Nothing supernatural, just knowing how her sort of extremely good ability to tell what a dog is going to do.
Okay. Give me an intelligence and animal ken roll.
Okay. I love animal ken.
Mm-hmm.
It never comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I get an extra 1 because it's a doggy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna watch me beat this roll. I got 2 successes.
Okay. As you're like trying to stare it down, you put your arm in its mouth, you realize that this dog has been trained to not submit to normal pack tactics. It occurs to you like as it meets your gaze and you notice some of its training that this dog doesn't have the normal gait and stature that the dogs that you normally deal with have. This is a dog that's only going to answer to its master unless by supernatural means.
Okay. Then my next thing to do is going to be to use supernatural means.
Okay.
Yeah. I have some of those. I'm not as good at them as I am the natural way, but so can I use feral whispers?
Yes, you'll have to do a rouse check, but you can, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I passed. Good. I'm going to be at 0 for a little while longer. Excellent.
And then just roll your manipulation and your animalism.
Manipulation and animalism. Come on, good roll. Big money. I got 3 successes.
Okay. So this will work for the rest of the scene. You don't have to maintain eye contact with the animal or anything like that. What do you say to it?
I tell it, run as far away as you can.
It immediately lets go of your arm and starts trying to scamper. Ulrika, do you let its hind legs go?
Yeah, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
It tears off into the night.
Sweet. So I'm going to say to Ulrika, wham to the guy with the gun.
What guy with the gun? Oh,
the guy with the gun shooting.
Oh, yeah. He's obliterated.
Lunch meat.
Okay.
That's what I meant by saying what guy with the gun.
Oh, I see. Oh, no, I get it. I see you were being cool.
Yep.
Okay, so Dogfood is going to lie down on the ground now that it seems safe and say, ow, ow.
But first, do you have a knife?
I do.
Somebody give me a knife.
You hear Mari's voice from the truck and you hear her say, can you lay down somewhere else? Like there's gunshots. I'm sure someone's called the police. And I need to get to a hospital like now.
Ow.
We can drive to a hospital.
Yeah.
Can I search this guy?
Yeah, you can.
Well, I want to before anyone touches him, I want to cut him open and eat his heart. Please.
Okay.
I mean, we could even take the body with us.
Let's put him in the flatbed.
Yeah, just throw him in the truck.
Yeah, I'll just eat him there. That makes complete sense.
Okay.
I don't know if I'd put him in the back of the truck. I'd put him inside the truck, maybe. I don't know.
We can. Is there any tarps or anything in the back of the truck?
Are there any tarps in the back?
There's like one strange fire retardant blanket
Oh, okay, that's perfect.
That would
that
have
you
came
find
in
back
handy.
there, like a big,
Yeah, we'll
like
see
a
that.
big wool. You did talk about like looking at
Digging around,
but
yeah.
then you,
I backed off that.
yeah, it's very dark, it's very thick, it's very scratchy, and it's made out of a nice like wool. And
Okay.
it's the kind of blankets that they give to people after they've like been in the water and there's like a hypothermia risk. And it occurs to you as you take it out and I'm assuming cover this body with it that if Nell were to ever have to spend the night in her tinted pickup, she would probably take refuge under something like this in an emergency.
Okay. So we wrap
do
the
I-
dude up and bring him.
Yeah, I just want to see if I'm going to basically pat him down and see if he has anything on him.
Mm-hmm.
I'd also like to take that heart nowish.
Do it.
Yeah, it's hot time.
Okay.
Just hurry up and
So-
we'll get going.
So, do you want to do that while you're moving in the truck bed, or do you
Yeah, I'll
want to
do that.
stay here and do that?
I'll
Okay.
have that. I just want to while the body's still warm. That's
Okay.
all.
Yeah.
I also
Yeah.
have that first aid kit, so I can just like chuck that through the window. In case, I don't know, maybe it has a scalpel or something.
Something we can use to remove a
Yeah.
heart.
Yeah.
Oh, I have my knife. I give my knife to Charlotte and say, "Here, use."
Yeah. Charlotte gets to work in the back of the pickup bed. I'm assuming Ulrika makes her work very difficult with how Ulrika drives, and everyone piles into the pickup.
Well, in my defense, I know when to keep it cool, and we have a dead body in our truck, so I'm not trying to draw attention to ourselves.
Yeah. So you
feel like
you
we,
drive very unassumingly.
I feel like we wrapped up most Vampire Player really early this time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like cutting out someone's heart with a combat knife in the back of a pickup. I think it's going to be hard to beat that.
Yeah,
Oh, we
that's
still got-
yeah.
We still
There's
have.
still time, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we.
And you find yourselves met with an eerie silence comparative to all of the chaos that just occurred, with just the nice low drum of Nell's pickup engine revving and Mari's sort of like pained groans.
So I'm going to ask Mari, what the fuck happened?
It was a trap, obviously.
Oh, it
and
was
you
a trap.
fucking set it off, obviously. You nearly
Before
got
that.
me and your dog killed. The entire meeting was a trap. The whole thing
You
was a trap.
Keep my dog's
You sent me
name
into
out
a
of your
trap.
fucking
Well,
mouth.
you know what? I'm going to keep it in my mouth. Because you don't trust anybody, and you shouldn't have sent me on that mission if you didn't trust me. Because when shit went down, the first thing you did was attack me, and you almost killed me. And you almost killed your dog, so I'm not going to keep it out of my mouth.
I'm going to throw Mari out of the truck.
Do it.
Okay.
She does not care. As you put your hands
What's
on her,
happening?
she says, "Do it, do it."
I'm just like, please stop. If we throw someone out of the truck, we will get in trouble and we will get stopped by the human police. We don't want to get stopped by the human police. Can I like put my hands on the back of Dogfood just like gently? Like, come on, just sit back down.
I'm just
Who
driving.
says, as far as I know, it was you that sold us out to the
Oh
Inquisition.
yeah, no, my grand plan to be hooked to a fucking flaming barrel. You solved it.
No,
Freaking Columbo here. Yeah, my plan to have people shoot at me and to have a flaming barrel blow up in my face. Wow. Why don't you
I
have
slam
your
the
own
brakes
show?
on.
Where's your
I
love
slam
thing?
the brakes on and like cause everybody to like, I don't know.
Yeah, she
fly
like
to the
jolts
front.
forward.
Yeah.
And I think like the seating order would be Ulrika, Dogfood in the front, and then Elizabeth, because you said you were sitting in the tiny cab, and Mari in the back. And poor Charlotte, like the brake slam, you hit the freaking back cab of the window.
Blood's like
sighing with like a bloody combat knife in your hand.
I was gonna imagine the heart just squirting out of her hands.
That's too mean. I can't do that to her. She's trying so hard to get
That'd
it.
be amazing if it's like just falling. Like
Yeah,
trying to grab it.
flopping. She's like, there's like organs coming out.
Like, I don't even care. 5 second rule.
And Ulrika's like, can we take a fucking minute to just get home and then we can talk about it calmly and not throw anyone out the truck?
I agree.
Please.
Let's all be quiet. Let's all sit with our own thoughts for the next 10 minutes as we drive home.
All right.
And if I have to stop again, I swear to fuck. And I go. I start going again.
Mari like chuckles and she says, "Okay, Mom."
Don't make me turn around again.
And as you look in the rearview mirror, you notice she is like scorched. Half of her hair is like basically gone, and she has like 2nd-degree burns on half of her face.
Okay.
And she looks like she's in quite a bit of pain.
Is there anything we can do for her?
You want to have some aloe vera?
Some burn cream.
Yeah, you're like going through like the first aid kit, and there's like some gel in there, like
burn gel.
Yeah, burn gel. Chamomile lotion or calamine.
Calamine, yeah.
Calamine lotion.
Let's head back to the Court of Cups.
That's where I was going.
Yeah, hospital can wait. You're immortal. You'll be fine. This will clean right up.
I don't want you to talk to me. I will talk to everyone else.
No talking.
Other than you. Sorry, Mom. She like chuckles a little bit. She like turns to Elizabeth and
Still
she's
sitting
like,
there just like,
she says, you acted really cool under pressure back there.
I did?
I thought so.
Oh, well, thank you. I just, have to keep everyone on task.
Thank you for the aloe gel.
Yeah. Dog food just gets, I'm like whispering, angry sometimes. And
I do too.
with reason, we all do, the beast. Gotta keep it real.
She laughs and she like grimaces as she's laughing and she's like, ow, smiling hurts right now.
It'll heal up, don't you worry. Be fine. Get you some coffee. Not that that'll help.
I can still drink coffee.
That's good.
It's like one of the few things I don't miss. Because I still get to have it, right?
Yeah, I can still eat. Eating is something that made me blend in better. So,
really, what's your favorite thing to eat?
Oh, I love coffee, but definitely any kind of like noodles.
Lasagna is my favorite. I make a
Lasagna's
really good lasagna. My grandmother's Italian.
Yeah, that's good. You should bring it to the Court of Cups one day. Try
Well,
some
I didn't
lasagna.
think other people like us ate.
Oh, well, you have to, you have to try. It's I'm not good at other things, but I can still eat lasagna. So I don't know if my compatriots think that's useful, but I like look over at dog food. I can't turn into a dog, but I can eat lasagna. Some of us have other priorities. Mine's parties and eating lasagna.
Those are pretty good priorities.
Thank you, dear. I'm very car sick. Just like stopping and starting.
And this is like the dull conversation, the comforting conversation you have after the chaos that was the past however many minutes. Felt like it was an hour. Actually, like all transpired in probably under 10 minutes.
Felt like a year.
Yeah. And Charlotte in the back successfully extracts the heart. Charlotte, you find some papers on the body as you're looking through. This person has done a very good job of scrubbing most things. You notice their weapons have like a small little initial on it, carved into it. There's no serial numbers. There's a knife in their boot, a crossbow bolt, or actually a belt of crossbow bolts, They all have a nice gasoline smell at the edge of it that you can pick up even without bringing it close to your face. You find a prayer written on a piece of paper and placed in the pocket over the heart. And you notice this person has a lot of tattoos pertaining to religion, Christianity in particular. You also notice, like, around his neck, a small vial with words inscribed on it that roughly, it's like Latin, but you have some grasp of it given your background. It roughly translates into death is only the beginning.
Like the Mummy.
I love that movie. So called out.
I guess he found the beginning.
Yeah.
Good on him.
And then, yeah, there's nothing else in his pockets you find of note. He has a watch.
All right.
He's got a slip of paper with the date and time of where he's supposed to be. And in one of his pockets, you also find Mari's phone.
Ooh, all right. Date and time where it's supposed to be, like, for this particular event?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I take her phone and I sit him up next to me as I eat like an apple.
Yeah. So
you
you
do a
slake your
bit
hunger.
while you have the heart.
Yeah.
Like Shakespeare, like what?
Yeah.
Like throw
So
it back
you-
and forth. Like
Oh.
You go down to, well, okay, so I let Dogfood go down to 0 because he's the one who killed, or she's the one who killed the player. She's the one who killed the character. This is also your clan bane. So yeah, you go down to 0 hunger as you eat the heart.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This takes you long enough that you get the impression that a lot of his bodily pieces are not going to be of very much nutritional value to you by the time you make it back to the Court of Cups, sadly. But you do get this good meal in. Something tells you that you feasted on the unworthy today. So you don't feel any type of pain or remorse in doing so. Pickup rolls to a halt in front of your familiar coffee shop. There's a bit of a grisly scene in the back when you look. You just find the good doctor.
Do we have a hose?
Take it through the car wash before we're done.
yeah, let's take
is
it through the
Loretta
car
is
wash.
Loretta here? We can just have Loretta take it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think Loretta is at her Stumptown
yeah.
She's still-
Brewery
she's still
apprenticeship
learning
for
to
one
barista.
day. Yeah.
She's still at the barista camp.
All right, guess we'll
Yeah.
have to do
Apparently, there's a lot they go over.
Yeah.
it. It's a craft skill. I understand, but now we have to do a menial job. So let's go.
Well, we can just take that blanket and just kind of like nicely throw
I'll
it
take
over.
the car through the car wash.
You're gonna
You
ruin
guys-
No, I
Mel's
should-
blanket.
We need to take that blanket to the cleaners or something.
I'd say we could burn it, but
You can't. It's flame retardant.
yeah, no, that was the joke.
Oh.
I
It
think
was great. It was thank you. I've had a wonderful time. Thanks everyone.
Oh my god.
it's like when you just
So Dogfood just says, "I'll take the car to be washed. You deal with Mari,
Okay.
and then I'll just like go around to the driver's side."
You can drive.
Sure, I can drive.
Okay. Well, I mean, I didn't know. Like, I'm just asking. Sure.
Are you gonna wash the car yourself at like a one of those self-serve?
I'm gonna take it.
washing
I'm gonna take it
places?
through a self-serve car wash. Yeah.
Okay.
get your brown bear card.
Mm-hmm. What do you do with the body?
We should probably bring it
that's
into
a
our
good
basement.
point. Yeah. Should we?
Yeah, we usually take him to the basement.
Yeah, take him to the basement.
Like as is.
Let's,
I mean, why not?
Look, we'll drive around to the back of the shop where there isn't like we don't want to take him in through the shop.
No.
We'll go in through the postern.
Yeah. and bring him to our dungeon.
Yeah, bring
I
him to
feel
our
like-
dungeon.
Because there is a bullet hole in Nell's truck,
Yeah.
right? In the door and the window. So at least we'll have like, this is why. You know,
Yeah,
like, so
this
she's
guy,
not like,
this guy tried to mug us, so we
this
we
Inquisition person
ate
attacked
his
us.
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
also have a Nosferatu friend
Yeah,
who might be able to fix up the car, no questions asked.
that's true.
Oh
Too.
yeah, he's a good
You
guy.
do
I
still
love
have
that
his
guy.
card.
That's true.
And when Loretta gets back from learning how to be a barista, we need to investigate the Inquisition. We can't have them running around trying to shoot crossbows at us
I
and
agree.
kidnap people. We are just a loving family that owns a coffee shop. They should leave us alone when we sometimes eat people's hearts.
Yeah, but only when they start it.
Yeah, he started it.
Just
Yeah,
away
you know,
from-
don't start what you can't. If you're not willing to have your heart eaten, you know, don't start fights.
I can't argue with
Let's
you.
go to an organ fight.
Yeah, there's So yeah, Dogfood wants some time to herself to think about what she's done.
Okay.
So she's just gonna take it to the drive-through car wash,
Okay.
and she's gonna be in the back on the flatbed, just to be scours.
Yeah. It's not as satisfying as you feel like it would be.
No,
It makes you vaguely wish or miss hot showers.
yeah,
As the water and the soap beats down on your undead flesh, you have all the physicality of taking a bath, but you don't have that warm, cozy feeling of what it's like to take a hot shower at the end of a long day. And you get one of those little pangs of missing what it used to be like to be human.
And as Dogfood comes out of the truck bed, completely soaking wet, having not particularly enjoyed a bath, she says, "Truly, this state is damned." And then gets in the truck and drives home.
With the wet clothes?
Also, we can hear your
You're
actual
lucky
dog.
these are leather seats.
Mhm.
So you
Yeah,
get back in the
Dogfood's
truck.
also surrounded by other dogs, which is why we have this atmosphere effects going on.
Meanwhile, you're all in the basement. You see Mari kind of grimace, and then you see like some of the cracked, seared, blackened flesh start to slough off, and normal, healthy skin is underneath. But it is with great effort that she does so.
I mean, would you like a latte? Or
And she says, "I would love one. I'm so hungry."
right.
You notice like a lot of her flesh is still seared. She's
Ugh.
not able to completely repair all of it.
Yeah, I'll go make one. I have a basic knowledge. It's not great, but it's not terrible. There's no latte art in it.
Throw it out.
Throw it out.
Just kidding.
I let her know that our friend had her phone.
Mhm. Yeah. They jumped us before we even got to the meeting. They grabbed me, threw me in the back of their truck, took my phone, and then set that whole thing up. One of them had their crossbow trained on me from one of the alleys. The other one had their gun trained on me. I think he had a cross on him too. I can't be sure. I don't know why he thought that would work. And they told me to stand there and wait. So I waited. And I figured, since you guys have been doing this a lot longer than me, that you would know what to do. Because I was just so scared.
Well, just because you've lived a long time and have been through a lot of things doesn't mean you always make the right choice. I'm sorry that we didn't see that trip line. We could have been much more careful.
Everything just went to shit so fast. I feel like I'm in over my head.
Well,
I don't think I should have gone to that meeting. It wasn't part of Nell's assignment, and I don't know why I did it. I think I was just so excited that you guys put so much faith in me, and I thought I had it. I thought I could do it.
Well, and we
But
still have
first
faith
time
in
I go
you.
out, I get picked up by Second Inquisition. Nearly killed.
Just because you made a mistake doesn't mean we still don't have faith in you. And I hand her the latte. You're doing fine, sweetie. Pat, pat.
She like takes it from you, and she's
We
like,
make mistakes all the time. This place is blown up at least 3 times. But look,
It's true.
it's fixable.
She's not wrong.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
was. We did put you in a very risky situation, and I apologize I apologize in behalf of all of us for putting you in that uncomfortable place. But we're a team, and no matter what, we have your back.
Yeah, I don't think we had any idea that those Inquisition guys were like that close to that meeting, if you know what I
No.
mean.
I mean, they came
Yeah.
out there with those weapons, just like medieval knights. Don't they have anything better to do?
It was a
Like-
club called the club was pretty obvious related to them.
Well,
but I mean,
like,
there's a difference between like kids holding pencils, going, "I'm gonna get a vampire," versus like we have
Right.
full-on crossbows.
I didn't think it was. I thought it was maybe like a group of people wanting to be that, or do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't think it was actually them.
Yeah.
I didn't believe that they were actually here, but now we know.
Right.
Well, I don't know if the club is, because we never made it there.
So you're saying like they knew what was going on, so
Yeah.
they took you before you even got to that meeting.
Right. Like they knew I was headed there.
Interesting.
I feel like we should pay a visit to that professor.
Yeah. Yeah. What if I've been thinking about this? I was stuffed in a trunk for a long time, so I had a long time to think.
Mm-hmm.
And what if this professor uses this meeting as a lure?
Mm-hmm.
What if the second I started asking questions about it was the second I put a mark on my back?
Well, yeah, no.
For all we know, this is just a bunch of dumb college kids talking about ethics, right? Like they were so out in the open. And then the second I started asking questions, all of this happened. The second I started asking who the advisor of the club was, the second I started asking all of this, that's when this happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never even made it to the meeting.
Yeah, he has a big role in all of this because his name keeps, or he's the one that made that club, right?
Yeah, he's the advisor, faculty
Right.
advisor.
And then she was TAing for him and was sleeping with him supposedly, and she's
yeah. But why would he keep her around
Maybe
for
we
so
could
long?
he might be trying to learn more about us and how to hit us hard. That makes sense to me.
That seems like it would.
I think
make
there'd be
sense.
better ways to get information than boning a vampire.
Maybe he gets off on it.
Oh no, I was thinking that. No,
Like
no.
a fetish.
Like the
You
sex
notice like
is not
she's like
right.
kind of in thinking mode now. She's like walking back and forth,
Yeah.
like with her hand on her chin. She's like,
I need more coffee. I don't.
"You're
wanna
right,
think about
though. It could be."
And I share the information that I found of where he was professors at before. There were similar cases of murders.
What if that's what he gets off on?
Yeah.
What if it's this gives me less of a Second Inquisition vibe and more of like a serial killer vibe. When you start to look at it through that lens, it's hard not to see anything else.
Yeah. The only way we'll find out anything is if we find out where he lives and have a talk with him.
The
We
more
can
I think
easily
about
get
it, the
him
more
a-
I feel like the easiest way
Mm.
as a vampire
Mm.
to get other vampires off my back would be to sick the Second Inquisition on them.
Mm-hmm.
he wouldn't have to be Second Inquisition to do that, right? He would just have to tip them off. And then they would do all of his dirty work for him.
There, yeah.
All of these are possibilities.
They are. They are. I think one thing's for sure, though, we can't underestimate them anymore. They were prepared. Their trap was pretty well put together. And unlike us, I don't think they're too worried about the police.
They probably have them in their pocket. But I'm sure we have some sort of pockets that we have police in.
I have police pockets. But we
Yeah.
have
There's-
police pockets.
It's also Nell.
Yeah.
Nell has some influence with some pretty important people. She might be able to pull strings for us here and there. I'm not sure she's going to be happy with how things went down.
Well, that's what happened, and we'll just have to let her know what happened and see what happens after that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right.
Kind of just want to kidnap this professor, lock him in a room, and get him to talk for a while. But that maybe not be the best idea.
I mean, we do have a dungeon, and if we could find where his house is.
Like, we could get the drop on him, sedate him, and carry his unconscious carcass back here.
Do we know if he's human? We
She
don't know.
shrugs. I wasn't able to figure that out. He teaches mostly night classes, so it could be either way. Like I said, I was looking through this through the lens of him being Second Inquisition, but some stuff doesn't add up. Those dudes despise vampires, so I just don't understand why one of them would take up with one for several years at that.
Could he be, I mean, he could be kindred himself if he teaches night classes.
I think we should call Nell.
Yeah. Do you know where she is? I haven't talked to her in a few nights.
We have a way to contact her, don't we? I can't remember. The restaurant. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I just think it's best if we keep her in the loop of what's happening, especially because we have her truck. And she set us on this task anyway, so I feel like she should know all this information.
I agree. Just be careful what you tell Nell. She's trustworthy, but she's still Camarilla.
Well, yeah.
They're very by the book kinds of people.
Yeah.
So if it comes to you, her new buddies, or the word of the law, she's going to do what's the rules, because that's her job.
Well, I don't think we broke any rules.
No, but she takes the masquerade very seriously.
Yeah.
She might not have liked how we handled things.
Well, we were kind of set on fire. Well, not all of us, but yeah.
True. Yeah, don't remind me. I hope my hair grows back tonight. Maybe I could start rocking one of those undercuts.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I did share with the group everything that I had collected from the person's body, such as like the small vial that says death is only the beginning, and all the other things that I had taken note on that individual, the prayer over their heart. Make sure it's not just with me.
Yeah. She taps the vial and she's like, I heard them talking about this. It's like a suicide vial. She like chuckles. Yeah. It's to make sure that none of them turn like any of us would want to turn them.
I'm gonna keep that in my little medical bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been good to question one of them, but I didn't really want to talk to them, and neither did Charlotte. So
I didn't either.
There's not a whole lot to talk to them about.
yeah, they would just probably spout religious things at us, and
Well,
Just-
I guess it would be useful to know where they're holed up, but I think maybe we have some leads.
Mhm.
Maybe if we can find this professor, then
feel
we've got
like
to start.
This professor might be dangerous. I think we'll have to get him maybe when he's not in class, or maybe when he is in class. Something that he wouldn't expect. Like maybe while he's teaching a class, because we can find on your Google
Mm.
when and where he teaches. So if we come to his class and see him after class, maybe we could get him then. It'll be
We could
nighttime.
audit his class.
I was gonna say, if he teaches lectures, he won't even be able to tell if we're in there or not.
Exactly. Unless
Right.
he's kindred and can tell we're kindred. And then
Well,
we'll know for sure.
Then if he
Yeah.
has
And
all
I
of
mean,
us in his
that
class,
would be kind of safe for
setting.
us too. There'd be a
Mhm.
lot of eyewitnesses.
There's no
He
way
wouldn't
to
be able to try something.
right?
He's not going to try anything in front of all the humans in his class.
Why
Yeah.
didn't you send me there instead of to the secret club meeting where I got lifted?
Well, hindsight's 2020, and here we are.
But you did great, and we're all fine.
We're all better
It's
for it.
relative. I'm gonna be busted up for a while.
We should have had a secret, like you pull your ear situation if like there was a trap, but we didn't think about that. We got to be more careful.
You're gonna pull her ear like while she's tied up.
She wasn't tied up. Were you tied up?
No, not really. They did
No.
stuff me into a trunk though
Yeah.
for a long period of time. But sometimes I have to sleep in those things anyway, so it wasn't that weird.
Yeah. Okay, so we need to find his class schedule and go audit a class, apparently.
Yeah.
I'll use Google. Go on the
Yeah, get it.
university website.
hmm
Actually, I might be able to even put us in his class if we wanted to, but we just can audit his class. That's fine.
Dog food returns soaking wet.
Mhm. So Dogfood is going to go upstairs and go onto the roof,
Mhm.
and she's going to use Shape of the Beast
Mhm.
to turn into a dog, and she's going to start a howl that she's going to try and spread it through every dog that can hear her,
Mhm.
and she'll just say, "Baba, I'm so sorry. Come back."
Okay. Maria
So it's a
hears this
really-
howling and she's just like, that's inconspicuous.
It's going to be
There's
a
a lot of
really
dogs in
tedious
Seattle.
day to try and go to sleep
Yeah.
in ballads.
There's a lot of dogs in Seattle. Could be anyone's.
Yeah, yeah.
Fine.
She like laughs. It's a long night. Should we turn in? Do you mind if I stay here?
Nah, I think it's fine.
I'm not sure I'll be able to make it back to my haven.
You can stay down here.
You can
I
stay.
think everybody's cool with that.
Yeah, you can sleep in the laboratory on the couch while I sleep in my coffee table coffin.
That would be nice. I would rather not be alone.
We got you. Though she doesn't say it like that. She would say it much more eloquently.
Dogfood's going to come inside and she's going to stay as a dog, and she's going to let herself into Elizabeth's room and fall asleep in the corner.
In my room?
I was gonna
Yeah.
say,
She
Bubba,
doesn't have a room.
I thought we were friends, Bubba.
Well, what's her name's down there? So
That's fair.
No, it's dog food. It's not even Bubba. Just dog food as a dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
So
never mind.
I'll just go into my room, and is there muddy paw prints on the floor too?
Oh yeah, for sure. There's
No.
wet footprints all over everything.
Oh, I'm so upset.
And it smells like wet dog.
Oh, I'm so upset.
Oh my god.
But I'm being so sweet. Look at my little paws.
I just get into my coffin and just go to bed. I mean, My non-reaction is about the tolerance level that Dogfood knows that I know she's going through something hard and I'm going to stand for it, but she will clean this up. And I get in my coffin.
Probably while muttering this.
Yeah. With my big like sleeping robe with a big fluffy collar.
You're like, she is definitely cleaning this fucking room.
Yeah. So I'm just like muttering. I just go to bed. But it is a sign of friendship and tolerance that she lets her stay.
Mm-hmm.
And you're lucky because Dogfood's not really a dog that you're not going to have to worry about her in the middle of the day just scratching on the coffin. Just, hey, let me out. Let me out. I'm done. I don't like being here anymore. I need you to let me out. I'm done. This isn't where I want to sleep. I thought I wanted to sleep here, but I don't. I want to sleep somewhere else. And then I'm going to want to come back in.
Yeah. Once you close the door, I'm going to want to come back in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. So you all settle in for the night. Some of you still nursing your wounds. And you let the dark, cold embrace of sleep take you. It's not warm like when you were alive, and you rarely dream these days. And sometimes you wonder if you'll wake up because it feels like the cold embrace of death. And that is where we'll take our second break for the evening.
Yay.
Heavy.